Fake conservative New York Times writer Bret Stephens. Remember him? He's the one who has been calling for a full repeal of the Second Amendment. Well, unfortunately for us, he's back with another ridiculous jab at the NRA and the Second Amendment. In his latest hit piece, he at least acknowledges that repealing the Second Amendment isn't likely. But here is what he says is the reason he continues to call for a full repeal, knowing it isn't likely. It's not as if the NRA will ever lack for paranoid fantasies about the deep state coming for their guns. So if nothing else, starting a serious movement to repeal the Second Amendment might scare them into accepting the kind of sensible restrictions you advocate. A fantasy? We had a former Supreme Court justice call for it. If Democrats ever gain full control, the idea of an all-out gun grab will no longer be their fantasy. It will be our reality. So Bret Stephens wants to scare us into giving up some of our Second Amendment freedom by threatening to take away our Second Amendment entirely. This is the ultimate goal, after all. Bret Stephens does what all gun-hating liberals do. They attack our rights. They push for what they call common sense gun reform on us, which is just limiting our rights until we have none left. So many of them want to flat out take away all of our guns, all the while calling us paranoid. It's not paranoia if it's true. You just admitted it, Bret Stephens. This is the war that is now being waged on law-abiding gun owners, and you better believe we will not back down.